And we're back, and whoa, got it. So I've revamped this channel a little bit. The focus is now going to be less on my boring life and more on my life as a pet parent, which I'm very excited about, very happy about, but I think it'll be fun. I just felt like I wanted a focus for this channel. And, you know, I mean, granted, vlogging is essentially just, hey, this is my life. But I wanted to bring a new dialogue, a new narrative to the concept of family vlogging. The thing is that my family is my pets. In my life, I never really truly wanted human children. I wanted them because that was just the way it was. You just grew up, got married, had children. Like, that was life. That was how life worked. That was the design. And as I got older, I realized as I got older and was able to kind of formulate my own opinions about things and really start to formulate my own existence, I realized that that doesn't sound fulfilling to me. Like, sometimes I wish that sounds fulfilling, because sometimes I see babies or sometimes I see kids and I genuinely wish I wanted them. But the truth is I don't. So it's really weird, because it's like, you know, there are some friends of mine who are like, I desperately want to get married. I desperately want to have children. I've never felt that. I've never genuinely wanted children, except for being a pet parent. I knew very early in life, as my trailer said, whoa. As my trailer said, I knew very early in life that I wanted pets. Like, I remember I was like a junior in high school when I tried to convince my mom to let me get a puppy, which oddly enough was a golden retriever. There was this guy in the Brainerd, actually it was Baxter, in the parking lot of the Cub Foods in Baxter, and he just had this litter of golden puppies. Yeah, he did. He had a litter of golden puppies, and I genuinely wanted one, and I tried to convince my mom that it was a good idea, but she said we have Dakota, like, it's just not gonna work. So I didn't. And then I went through a really rough patch in 2007. Do you have to go potty? Okay. I went through a really rough patch in 2007. I got cheated on by my first love that I thought I was gonna spend the rest of my life with. Clearly I didn't. And I lived with that girl who never paid her rent. Story time on my main channel on that nonsense. My grandpa died, and he was like my best friend, and it just was a really rough year. And I decided that I wanted Dakota to come live with me, but I couldn't find a place that would allow a German Shepherd, because German Shepherds are a restricted breed in the United States, because people genuinely believe that there are specific breeds that are just more aggressive than others, which there are certainly breeds that are more protective of their families than others, but it is the human's fault, not the breed's fault, if aggression exists. So, because I couldn't find a place that would allow Dakota to come live with me, my mother had said, why don't you get a puppy? The thought of getting a puppy filled me with a lot of anxiety, because, like, puppies are a lot of work. It's upside down. That's annoying. Okay. And yes, a blanket can be upside down. Don't come at me. Tags do not belong up by the head, guys. Anyway, puppies are a lot of work. And I wasn't sure I was ready for that in my life. But then you think about it, and are you ever really ready for your first child? So I got Cosmo in 2008, and by that point Corvette was living with me. Corvette came to live with me in 2007 because of just everything that was kind of going on. And my mom just didn't want me to be alone, because my first roommate moved out on good terms. My second roommate moved out on terrible terms. like I said, I got cheated on. So I was alone for a good portion of my time at that point, and my mom just didn't want me to be alone because she was concerned. Because I have a history of needing to be concerned about. So, so Corvette had already moved in with me, and a cat is so different than a dog, except for Nova. Nova's a lot. But, it's still, a puppy is a lot of work. It's like having a baby, and then once they're past the potty training portion, it's like having a toddler, like, for what has been 12 years. Which is great. I mean, I love it. I love being a pet parent. But at the time, like, I wasn't sure I was ready for it, and I don't think I honestly was. But I made it work. And that was the thing. That was the biggest piece of it, is I made it work. It may not have been the right decision at that time, but again, are you ever really ready for your firstborn? You just make it work, you know? And so I made it work, and I have made it work for the last 12 years of my life. And so I feel like I can bring a lot of value to people who may be thinking about wanting to get a dog, or thinking about wanting to be a pet parent in general. I feel like I can bring a lot of value to that because of the fact that I was 21 when I got my dog, and I was almost 22. Why? I don't understand why. She just knocked this off of my table. Anyway, you know, I was going to school full time. I was working as full time as possible so that I could afford having my apartment and my dog. And it was, I mean, granted, I lived in a lot cheaper city that I live in now, which is why I rent my parents' mother-in-law suite from them. But, like, my rent for a very nice 2-bedroom apartment was, how much was it? $750? Yeah, I think it was like $750. I think was my rent at that place. That was the place I had Cosmo at. And then the place I didn't have Cosmo at was $525 the first year, and then $530 the second year. Why? She did it again. She really just doesn't like my conditioner, apparently. Stop. Also, just a little bit of a catch up in my life, since it's been a couple of weeks since I vlogged. I wanted to take last weekend off, which was the 1st, because it was a 3-day weekend, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take it off, play The Sims all weekend, not worry about filming anything, not worry about editing anything. She's about to do it again. Seriously, Kat, you're so much, like, you're just a lot. Could you just stop being a lot for just half a second? Anyway, but it ended up turning into a weekend off because my cat scratched my cornea. So I have a little bit of a scratch. It's healing on this eye here. Speaking of which, I gotta put my steroids in. I have been on 3 different drops this week. The moisturizer as like needed, essentially. I was doing it every hour initially, but then that was just for the pain for the first, like, that was all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and then I just did it as I needed to while I was working, because staring at a computer screen when your eye is healing, it's not fun, but it is what it is. But then I had this antibiotic that was on until Wednesday, and I'm on this. This is my last day on the steroid. Ah! I hate eye drops. And this stuff clouds this eye for a couple of minutes. So I just see this white film over this eye right now, and I hate it. So anyway, this is my last day doing these drops. It was a week ago yesterday. try and blind me. I've got a lot to do today. I was, before breakfast, going through some memory cards to try and clean them out a little bit, because I've got all these videos that I plan on doing, like I said, that take a long time, but I have a lot of recycling to take out again. Most of that's from Christmas, because like my Ninja box, if you guys don't remember, my parents got me a Ninja. My dad specifically got me a Ninja for Christmas. Speaking of which, I have to put away my Christmas stuff. I was going to do that last weekend, but for obvious reasons, I did not. So I got to put away my Christmas stuff, which means I need to go to Target, because I need to get a new storage bin. So I'm going to have to figure that out, figure out a new storage bin, because I have so much stuff for decorating now that I just need another storage bin. I'm going to feed these guys still. These guys have not eaten yet, and I have to clean a lot. So I did not clean last weekend, obvious reasons, which means I also didn't clean Nova's litter box. So it probably stinks like heck right now. I haven't been able to smell since I was like 9, so I have no idea how it smells, but anyway, so I gotta feed these guys now. They haven't eaten yet. Oh, it's just a sweet baby. Sweet baby girl. Just don't scratch my cornea again, please. Anyway, so this one is being somewhat patient at the moment. He's so sweet. Anyway, and then I gotta start working on, I gotta do my errands, which I have to go to Petco. Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't need dog food. I was like, maybe I'll just pick up a new bag of both foods, because I realized that I was going really far down with Cosmo's food, and Nova's food feels pretty empty, but Nova's food does feel pretty empty, but I don't need to worry about that this week. I think I'm just gonna get crickets. I think that's all I'm gonna need is just crickets. I think we're good. But yeah, so I've got my errands to run. I normally go to Target, but groceries today, I am actually gonna go to Cub Foods, which is the Minnesota-based grocery store, because I need peanut butter, and Target doesn't carry my peanut butter because it's a Minnesota brand, which is weird because Target's from Minnesota. Like, Target is a Minnesota brand that just happens to be nationwide. But they don't carry this peanut butter. I think they used to, but they stopped. So I have to go to Cub to get this peanut butter. It's a woman-owned brand. It is a family-owned brand, and it is a small brand. So small business, lovely, love it. But it's also just really honestly good natural peanut butter, and I just love it. Like, the ingredients are literally peanuts and sea salt, and it doesn't separate like other peanut butters do, other natural peanut butters do. So I like it a lot. It tastes good. I don't like the taste of natural peanut butter, but I do like this peanut butter. So yeah, so I got a lot I gotta do. Plus, at 10:15, I have to actually be at my gym. Not to work out. I work out from home still. I am still seeing my trainer, but from home. We do it through Zoom. But I have to go to meet my trainer to get my biometrics done, to see how things are going, how things are progressing, if things are progressing, and if they're not, we need to figure out how to better get me to progress. So we're gonna check my body fat percentage. I also have to learn my weight, which, if you guys don't know, I don't weigh myself. I don't own a scale anymore. I threw my scale away because knowing my weight tends to trigger my eating disorders. But now that I understand where my eating disorders come from and what's actually going on up here, and I'm seeing a therapist weekly, I'm gonna be okay. Plus, my therapist as well, but my personal trainer is well aware of my situation, well aware of my PTSD, well aware of my eating disorders, well aware of triggers for my eating disorders. So he and I even if it gets to be tough, even if it's like a situation where I'm not feeling good, like if I come back without the results I'm hoping for, which of course is lowered body fat percentage, if I don't come back with that and I get dark, he knows how to help. So that's helpful. So I'm just very nervous. I'm very nervous, and I don't know why I shouldn't be. I work out 3 times a week with this trainer. I work really, really, really hard. I've been very focused on making sure that I try really hard to eat nutritiously, but at the same time, I don't stop myself from enjoying life either. I've been looking into intuitive eating, so hopefully everything will turn out okay. But yeah, so let's feed these animals so that I can finally get ready to go see my trainer. So let's do that. Okay, where's your wobbler? Where's your wobbler? Right there? Is that your wobbler? Good boy. Good puppy. All right, are there bites for Nova? No bites. No bites. Sorry. Okay, for puppy. Here's the puppy. Nova. You want your bite? Hey. You want your bite? Yeah, here's your bite. There you go. Here's for puppy. All right, here's puppy's bite. Nice. Nice. Thank you. And there's for kitty. Feeding hierarchy is very important in animals, well, specifically dogs. Very, very important in dog behaviors. So I feed Cosmo and Nova in a feeding hierarchy. So when I first got Cosmo, I ate, and then Corvette ate and finished eating, and then Cosmo got to eat. Just so that he, as a growing puppy, understood that this older cat was above him. So we never had any issues with him trying to kind of one-up her or get aggressive towards her. Because the thing is, even though he's a golden retriever, you never know if a dog is going to show aggression towards another animal or a human. You don't know what's going to trigger their responses. And so I just wasn't sure what we were going to have with Cosmo. It turned out to be a very laid back, very submissive dog, which is great, but we still feeding hierarchy. So I still finish eating along with obviously my parents. So the humans in the household finish eating, and then I feed them at the same time, but I make sure that Cosmo gets his food first so that he still understands that they're at the same level, him and Nova, but that Cosmo still gets food first. So, because if you don't know, in dog behavior, in canine behavior, this dates back obviously to the wolf, that the most important animals eat first. So feeding hierarchy is very, very important in dogs, and to maintain a level of dominance, you need to make sure that there is feeding hierarchy. So even though he's 12, I still feed him in a feeding hierarchy because I don't want there to be any misconstrued idea that he is above me in any way. He already gets pretty demanding. Like the fact that I'm sitting in his spot on the couch, he will eventually get frustrated because he's like, I want to be on the couch and that's my spot. Go sit in your spot. And then I have to remind him that I own the whole couch. That the whole couch is my spot. Because that is one thing that he does get a little possessive of, is his spot on the couch. But that started after Nova came, because Nova got into this mentality that she wanted to be above the dog, and so she would get in his spot and lay down, and he would get very upset about it. So now he's become a little more possessive of his spot on the couch. But I always stop Nova from being in his spot, so if I see her in his spot, I get her out of it, because I don't want that to be a thing. But Nova does things she knows she's not supposed to do that I and Cosmo both like discipline her for. She does them anyway because that's just Corvette. Corvette? Whoa, that's just Nova. That was also Corvette though. But Corvette respected me. Corvette didn't respect him. So there was a difference there. Corvette respected me. She didn't do things that I didn't want her to do. She listened to what I wanted. She was very willing to be okay with me saying no to something and her being like, all right, sounds good. We won't do that anymore then. Nova, not so much. Nova's a character. So, but yeah, so that's, if you guys didn't know about feeding hierarchy, I highly recommend you guys look it up. I know a lot of people free feed their dogs, which also has a whole slew of reasons why you shouldn't do it. But anyway, I highly suggest you guys look up feeding hierarchy. It's never too late to start a feeding hierarchy. I just started when Cosmo was a puppy, so it's been very easy. So he doesn't beg for food right away in the morning, which is fantastic. And neither does Nova. Nova doesn't beg for food right away in the morning either, because they understand I have to eat first. And so they just wait until I eat. Sometimes he'll get like a little antsy because he's hungry. So he wants me to eat, but I don't right away in the morning all the time. Like Sundays, for some reason, we essentially intermittently fast on Sundays, but that's just because we were raised to believe that you don't eat before church. So we eat after church. Anyway, all right, I need to get dressed and get ready to go. My order at Cub is ready. I still need to put in an order then at Target for a new storage bin. I love you too, Bubba. And then run out and do my errands, even though it's not great weather out there right now. It was a little snowy. It was like flurrying, so I don't know what the roads are gonna look like, but we'll see. All right. Did you go potty again? You wanna go potty? Now that you've eaten? Potty? I don't know how. You have to go potty? Here comes Nova. Nova has to go potty. Nova likes going potty, which just means that she likes to watch Cosmo go out the door. Yeah, okay. He just wasn't going to react because I wasn't getting up. Because I troll my dog. It's fine. Go ahead. You missed the puppy going outside, Nova. Then she just tore off. All right, time to get dressed. Okay, so as much as I am a firm believer in body positivity, I do want to be fully transparent. For me, I am not, sorry, Bubba. I am not confident at my current size. I couldn't care less about what the scale says. Honestly, couldn't care less. But I am not confident at this size. And the reasons for that one, I have a lot of pain because I am a very small framed person who is also very muscular. So adding some pretty decent amount of fat on top of that is really painful sometimes. And I mean, I've talked about this on my main channel, but if we're going to be documenting this on the vlogging channel, I feel like it needs to be said here as well. Plus, being an athletic person, I have this desire to go hiking. I have this desire to work out. I have a desire to do things that, like rock climbing, that I can't do comfortably or can't do really at all at this size because my body has trouble breathing at this size as well, because everything is just compact and making it worse with the amount of weight on my body. For the most part, I am very healthy. My cholesterol is great. My blood sugar is, now mind you, I'm a non-diabetic hypoglycemic, so when I say my blood sugar is fine, I mean that my blood sugar is fine in the sense that I am able to control my blood sugar to not dip below dip down into a dangerous level. I am not even close to diabetic. So, but that's the thing, is most people think that fat people can't be healthy. That is a huge misconception. Is there a risk factor for larger people? Absolutely. This is why, as a larger person, I have stayed very on top of making sure that I get my blood tested very regularly to make sure that I am still maintaining health at this weight. And all that stuff. Like, I am very adamant about making sure that I am healthy in myself, but I'm not going to look at somebody else and assume their health because they're a larger person. I am going to look at that person and hope that they are taking care of themselves, but I'm just as the same as I'm going to look at somebody who most people would deem as a healthy body. Like my friend Sari looks like a very healthy body, you know, and I hope she's taking care of herself. I hope that somebody who is extremely skinny, that most people would go, ooh, you're a little too skinny, maybe you should gain some weight. I hope that they're just taking care of themselves. I just hope people are taking care of themselves, because you can be unhealthy at any weight and you can be healthy at any weight. I am living proof of that. Now, mind you, my blood pressure is a little high, but there are a few factors there. One, that's one of the reasons why I do want to decrease my body fat percentage, because I am a small framed person in a larger body, which means that my body has to work a little extra hard. So yeah, I do have some blood pressure issues because of that, but also I am on birth control, and birth control, especially the high level birth control I have to be on because of my PCOS, that and the fact that I never go on the sugar pill, I stay just on the hormone pill all the time. Women, you know what that means, or people with periods, you know what that means. And so, I, have, that can cause blood pressure issues. So there are a lot of reasons why I have blood pressure issues, but hopefully the lessening of my body fat percentage will assist with that. And if it doesn't, then we know that it's all because of my birth control, which it will also need to be addressed at some point. But it's also not at a dangerous level. Like, I'm slightly, like, one of my numbers is slightly high. I also have white coat syndrome, and getting my blood pressure tested also raises my blood pressure. So there's also that factor too, because I hate the squeezing. But I have set small goals for myself, very small goals for myself. So my first goal is to get to 45% body fat, and it's just gonna be 5% increments after that, 45 to 40 to 35 to 30, and then I'm gonna reevaluate at 30, see how I feel. If I still am not confident, while I'm still going to therapy and learning how to be confident in who I am at my size, if I'm still not feeling confident and my blood pressure still isn't great, then I'm gonna, continue to go. But I am going to reevaluate at 30% body fat, but I won't go below 20% body fat. I am doing this as healthily as I can and as safely as I can. Just be aware of that. And I also just want to be clear that I believe in body positivity. I believe that full-heartedly. However, for me, what I am doing makes sense for me. So that's where I'm at. Let's go to my gym. So I'm at my gym. I go to Anytime Fitness. Time to go in and see what my body fat percentage is. Okay, so I'm about to do the in-body thing to check my body fat percentage. My body fat percentage went up a little bit. So that's not good. All right, so we need to work on that. We're gonna work on that. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So luckily, I'm right next to the Cub Foods that I ordered from, so I'm gonna head there and pick up that stuff. I ordered the stuff from Target, so I'm just kind of hoping that by the time I'm done with all the rest of my ordering or my pickup stuff, that'll just be ready. But not loving the fact that my body fat percentage went up again. It's basically right where I started at, which is not fantastic. But granted, I'd only gone down like a percentage. So I need to look at that and figure out what I can be doing to better that direction. I feel different. So obviously my muscle mass is getting better. I mean, obviously, because my muscle mass went up again. So my muscle mass is going up. I just need to get my body fat percentage to go down. So, and my weight went up again, but because again, my muscle went up. So there's a reason why my why my weight went up, but, which is why I don't give a shit about my weight. But the other thing too is that they use the electrode version. I'm also partially wondering if perhaps it could have been because of the fact that I haven't had as much water. And it wasn't the same time that I did it last time, because I did it right before my workout at 6:30 last time. So I'm wondering if that played a part in it, because I know that's a skeletal thing. While it can be, you know, good, it also has to do with how well your body is, you know, it's about electrodes going through your body. So the more water you have, the more your body will have electricity going through it. So anyway, I know that there's something to that. So maybe just because I haven't had enough water today, because I haven't had really any water today, because I didn't have water yet this morning, which is very unlike me at 10:30 in the morning, but I don't know. I've had kind of a lazy morning. Anyway, off to pick up stuff from Target, or from Cub Foods. So now I'm at Cub Foods waiting for my order to come out. They have little store pickups now. They didn't before. This was something that they had to install once the pandemic happened. So then I need to go to either a Petco or a PetSmart and get crickets. Probably a PetSmart, because it sounds like Petco is reducing crickets again. Like, it's just annoying. I told my friend Alex, so the Petco that I used to work at, some people that I worked with still work there, and I told my friend Alex, I'm like, then fine, I will just simply come in, get 50 crickets, leave, come back in, get 50 more. He's like, I'd sell them to you. Like, you better. God dang it. But to get as many as I need to get, I would need to make 3 trips. That's so terrible. Like, I understand, but like, because there's a national cricket shortage, then switch your freaking distributor. Like, it's not that complicated. It's actually not complicated to switch your distributor. I used to be a manager at Petco. I used to do orders at PetSmart. So like, it's not that complicated. It really is not. Because we switched distributors while I worked at Petco. It's not complicated, but they don't care about your shit. My left arm weighs less than my right arm, which is really weird because I do most of everything with my left arm because of my issue. My left leg also weighs less than my left leg also weighs less than my right leg. By well, I guess not quite that much, I guess, but still, I just think it's interesting. I think that's interesting. I have 72.8 pounds of muscle in my body. Skeletal muscle mass. And there you go. On my old Petco. Because why the heck not come to my old Petco? See? Petco. So 40 is all that they could give me here at my Petco. My old Petco. Hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Even Alex didn't want to go against it, so it's fine. I gotta figure out what to do though, because I have 5 animals that need to eat crickets. This is so frustrating. It's one thing, because I understand a shortage, whatever, I get it, but so basically making sure that you get a lot of customers is more important than people actually feeding their animals. It's just very frustrating. Anyway, I am going to see what I can do about this and see if I can get more than 40. Okay, I'm home. I have my groceries right there put away. I've got the new storage bin. It's still pretty small, but I need to drag out the stuff that I have for Halloween and the stuff that I have for Christmas. Well, the bins that are empty with some of the other decor for Christmas. And then that way what I can do is use one of the bigger bins for Halloween stuff, and then this can be overflow Halloween stuff. Stay out of there. That's not yours. And then I can put all of my Christmas stuff in the big ones, in the big bins. So that's what I'm thinking I want to do. Stay out of there. That's not yours. No, do not eat bread. Please, do not eat my bread. My cat is so crazy. All right, I need to plug in my phone and start that project. So I'm going to throw on an episode of Big Brother and start that project. And then after I'm done putting away all of my Christmas stuff and keep putting back out all of my not holiday stuff, I will start cleaning. So and I also need to finish the memory card project that I've got going on. Hoping to find all of the footage that I have for my documentary and actually put that all on my external hard drive, because it's all just been sitting on memory cards for years. So, because eventually I want to finish that documentary that I was working on. Hey, stay out of the bags, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. This cat is driving me crazy. Anyway, okay. So let's get to work. Put away the groceries before my cat eats my bread. And then do the decor, and then do the cleaning, and then I can finally start thinking about getting ready to film. Stay away from my bread, please. Thank you. Ah! Okay, so I couldn't take out my recycling because our recycling bin is actually full. So that's just gonna stay in there for another week because I think this is recycling week. So, but this is what this looks like. You guys would have seen that because that's how I set it up. And I found what was probably a delicious leek in my fridge, and now I have mold. So it's cute. It's very cute. I haven't done this side of the room yet, or my bedroom area. I've not done my laundry yet. That needs to happen. And I have not done the cat box yet, so we're working on it. I'll be able to finish up the trailer that will go up before you guys see this. You'll be able to, or I'm able to finish that today, which is perfect. I actually wanted that to go up the first, but a piece of it, I was waiting for my channel trailer from Melissa because I was going to put that at the end of the video. And plus I wanted the channel trailer to be, or the channel art to be up before the channel trailer went up. Say that 10 times fast. Anyway, so that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I still need to vacuum, but I'm going to clean the cat box before I vacuum. But yeah, so I think it is time for me to do the cat box, clean that side of the apartment, and then vacuum. And then I can finally fucking shower so I can film a video today. And I have a very specific video that I want to film today. I have the intro for 2 more videos that I want to film. And then I also have kind of a piece of one of those videos that I want to film as well. So the 2 videos that I'm filming the intros for today are going to be long-standing videos. So they're going to be videos that are going to take me a while to film, which is why I'm going through the memory cards. So that might be what I do after I'm done cleaning and I shower and everything while I'm waiting for my hair to dry. I think I'm going to finish going through all of these memory cards and make sure that they are all cleaned out and as best they can be at this time. and edit something, because after I'm done with this channel trailer that I'm working on, you guys again will have already seen it. As soon as I'm done with the channel trailer, then I will go from there. As far as like what I want to edit, because there is a wine story time that I have to edit still. So I think I'll edit that. So I'm not like direly needing to film this weekend because I have a video going up already next week. And I have another video that I haven't edited yet that'll go up as well. So I'm not like in dire need to film, but I kind of just want to, so that I can edit this tomorrow and edit that tomorrow, and then be fresh starting next weekend with nothing started. So other than the videos that are kind of more long standing. So that's what I'm working on right now. And I'm excited for the plans I have for 2021 with my main channel. I'm very excited. I'm excited for this channel too, because there are some fun things that we're gonna do. So some of it will be on this channel, some of it will be on my main channel for the fun stuff. So I'm excited. Anyway, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on that now. So back to the hyperlapse. So I'm just in my bra, it's fine. Because I wanted to throw what I was currently wearing in the wash. So just pretend I'm wearing a tank top, it's fine. Anyway, but women in bras should be fine to be seen. Anyway, so I am now done cleaning. As you can see here, all done cleaning. So we're good. The cat box is all good and clean now, so we are all set. I have my little Mickey pillow back, which is fantastic. I haven't seen him for a few months. Still watching Big Brother. But yeah, I'm all clean. Aside from, obviously, like I said before, taking out my recycling, which will have to happen now next week, but that's okay. But I am feeling really good, because it always stresses me out when it's not clean. Like, messiness stresses me out. And because I didn't clean last week, because last week was a blur. I love making that joke. I hate puns, but that one's my favorite that I've ever made. But yeah, so last weekend was a blur, literally and figuratively. So I didn't clean last week because I spent most of it sleeping. Because believe it or not, when your eye is hurting and compromised, you sleep a lot. Didn't know if you knew that, but I learned that when you scratch your cornea, you sleep a lot. So I slept pretty much all weekend last weekend. So I basically sat on this couch here and watched Community until I fell asleep. I ended up being able to be awake for all of the first season of Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, Incredible Playlist, I don't remember. Zoe's. I was able to marathon that whole first season, but it's also only 13 episodes. Not that much of a feat. But for the most part, I was actually watching Community because I don't mind if I drift in and out of sleep during Community, because Community is something that I have seen a lot of and rewatch it every few months. So if I fall asleep during it, I'm usually like, nah, I'm fine. I'll watch it again in a few months, so I'm not worried. So I had that on whenever I was feeling tired, I would turn off Zoe's after that episode, and then I would switch over to Community and just let myself fall asleep if I needed to fall asleep. Anyway, I didn't clean last weekend, so all this week I've been very stressed out because of changes that I'm just preparing for. And obviously just it was very, very messy. So, and I knew it probably smelled bad because I knew there were things in my fridge that were going bad, which you guys saw that I cleaned out my fridge. And because they were foods that I didn't finish eating and then of course didn't clean. So anyway, and then the litter box obviously was disgusting. As a matter of fact, my mom came down here and I showed her the mold issue. She's helping me fix it right now. I don't know what spilled that was just hanging out in there. That created mold. But anyway, and so I'm like, this is probably why my fridge, you said, because she said a while back that my fridge was smelling weird. So I was like, well, maybe this is why my fridge was smelling weird. And she goes, maybe. And then we walked over here so I could show her my trailer. And she was like, it smells weird over here too. And I was like, yeah, that's the cat box. I know that's the cat box. But anyway, so now the plan is to shower and get dressed again instead of sitting here in my underwear. Though I used to do this a lot. I used to be quite the underwear hanger-outer in. Causing trouble. I have to feed the geckos and the frog too. I have to figure out how I'm gonna feed them though. Sorry, sleeping. Look at little silly boy. Look at little silly boy. Anyway, so that's the plan. I'm gonna hop in the shower and take a shower, and then I'll finish up the trailer while my hair is drying, and finish up the memory card project that I've been working on. And once my hair is dry, then I'll film the video that I want to film, which, I mean, I guess you guys are going to see me film it because I'll probably do a hyperlapse for it, but I'm doing like a closet clean out for the beginning of the year. And then, yeah, and then film the intros for the 2 long-standing videos that I want to do, and then be done. And probably edit at some point that story time that I have to edit once I find it, because my cat messed up my memory cards. I have to go through all of them again. But that's okay, because I probably missed a few things out of that from my old camera, because I forgot where my old camera saved stuff. So now I remember because I found it. So I'm gonna have to go through there and get rid of all that stuff and have all cleaned out memory cards. Every single memory card I want cleaned out and fresh, ready to film new things. I've got so many memory cards and I keep buying new ones because I just keep running out of space and then not taking anything out. Why are you kneading? You keep nicking me by accident, baby girl. And anyway, so that's the plan. I am going to do all that stuff now. Okay, shower is done. I realized that I need to record. I need to do some voiceover today. One of the series I'm in, we're recording for an episode right now, and I need to get my lines in for the scene that's due today. So I need to sit down and do that. So I'm gonna focus on that for a hot second. And it shouldn't take too long. It should maybe only take 20 minutes, if that. And then I'll go through, and then I'll finish this trailer, and then I'll go through my memory cards, and then I will edit the story time. And then hopefully by then my hair will be dry so I can throw some makeup on and film. So that's the plan right now. I am going to just focus on that. So let's get to work. Hi. All right, so I'm done with all of those projects. I did not edit the story time, but that's okay. I still have time. But I did go through all the memory cards and cleaned them out. I saved certain footage for whatever reason. I may need to save certain footage. I don't know why she won't go after her toys right now. But anyway, for certain projects or just for memories, I saved like all of my Disney World footage from 2017 and 2020, which I found on memory cards. And I saved a time where we opened presents on Christmas, which you would have seen at the end of that as I was kind of going through it quickly. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just like went through by 30 seconds because I was like, I want to remember what I actually opened that Christmas. But it was I mean, she's still alive, but she has Alzheimer's and she lives in a memory care unit now. But that would have been the last Christmas that we spent with my dad's mom. And so I guess by luck, I actually filmed us opening presents. I don't know what prompted me to do that, but I did it. And it ended up being the last Christmas we shared with her. Granted, again, she's still alive, but she can't like come over for Christmas anymore, which I'm not heartbroken about. I have made it clear that we don't have a good relationship, so I don't care. But it's my dad's mom. And the kid's great grandma, and my sister seems to still care, so she can care. All of them can care. I do not. But I saved it because I've saved it all these years. I may as well continue saving it. But all of my memory cards are cleared. As you guys would have seen, I was kind of doing something with some Post-its. Essentially, what I wanted to do was like assign memory cards to specific videos that are going to take a while to film. So there are 3 videos that I plan on spending a decent amount of time filming, which I can't do the intro for one of them yet because that intro I do have to wait until I actually start filming that video, which I haven't started filming that. I'm not going to start filming that video for a couple months yet, but I'm still planning on it. So I have a memory card. So I have 3 32 gig memory cards, and then the last 32 gig memory card that I have is the one that has the story time on it, which I haven't edited yet, so I kept that obviously. So, but that'll be cleared out, and that'll be the like random filming one that I'll use. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. So the only thing I have left to do now is edit the story time, which shouldn't take very long because when I was looking at the footage, my camera kept dying. So it was a tough night filming. That was the same night that I filmed my mukbang, and it just was bad. It was a bad night of filming. And I filmed also the end of a video that's coming out on my channel soon. I think that's actually this coming week. Thursday. There's that video is coming out. So, but I filmed the outro to that one at that point because I had to refilm the story time and I had to refilm the outro because I stupidly erased the video whilst filming my mukbang. So, but yeah, so that's all I have left to do tonight, and then of course film. So I still want to film the intros to 2 of those videos, those long-standing videos, and then I need to film the other video. Now I'm starting to wonder though if I just wait till next week to film, because like it's getting to be so late, and I know the one video is going to take a while to film. So now I'm wondering, do I just wait till next week? What is going on with my hair? I might just, because I've got the one video going live this week, and I've got another video that I still have to edit that goes live the week after. So I still have some breathing room, but I need to be careful because I want to get ahead of filming so that when this big change in my life happens, I don't have to film anything during it. we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I think I might wait till next weekend though. And maybe I won't vlog next weekend and film 2 videos next weekend. And then I can be 2 more videos ahead and maybe just take a break from vlogging till I'm a month ahead on my channel again. Because if I can get a month ahead on my channel, then I can go back to filming 1 video a week. Because I want to take about a month off from filming when this change happens. So maybe that's what I'll do. Okay, maybe that's what I'll do. Okay, I think that's good. But this change is coming, and I need to be careful. I need to be ready for it, man. Oof. So I'm gonna worry about filming next week because I just decided to spend tonight just relaxing, watching some Big Brother, and cuddling with my babies. They have now had their dental treats. Cosmo is just finishing up his. I am one of those pet parents that gives them dental treats to help with their staying up with their dental stuff. I find no fault in that. I think it's a nice, fun way to let animals enjoy keeping clean teeth. If I ever have issues or see issues with their teeth, I'll obviously brush their teeth properly. Ah, I missed my eye. So frustrating. It's my last dose. I don't have to do it tomorrow. I'm so excited. That one's seriously the worst. I hate it. And Cosmo's vet has told me many times over his many years of life that his teeth are perfect. Like, his teeth are great. So the way that I'm doing it is working. And Corvette had a lot of teeth issues. The cat I had before Nova, she had a lot of teeth issues. She lived until 17? I don't know. I was 15 when we got her, so 14 when we got her. So, and then she died in 2018. So, and then I got Nova like a few months later, which was not the intention, but, oh, there's Nova. My almost 2-year-old kitten. 2 in April. So, that's my girl. Hi, can I help you? I think it's time to cuddle. She loves cuddling at night. She gets really cuddly at night. She also gets super cuddly in the morning. But at night is when she's the most cuddly. So like at night is where she has like her face right here, right next to my face, and we just fall asleep like that. And then I start moving around in my sleep, and she's like, oh, that's right, I hate sleeping with humans. And then she gets up, and then she'll usually sleep just on the other side of the bed. So like I sleep on this side of the bed here. She sleeps on this side of the bed then. And so then she'll sleep there for the rest of the evening. And then she waits for me to wake up. And then once I wake up, and then she comes and cuddles again. So that's kind of our routine. Normally. At some point, I'll probably record a routine for morning and evening cuddles and stuff, but for right now, not tonight. I am going to actually brush my hair because I haven't brushed my hair since my shower. I brush my hair in the shower, but it definitely needs a brush after the shower too, after it's dry. And then I'm gonna throw it back in a braid, and then I'm gonna go to bed. It is 10 o'clock. It is past my bedtime, but I was enjoying cuddling and watching Big Brother, so I've been rewatching Big Brother lately. So if you guys are new to this channel, I've been rewatching Big Brother. I started on season 5, which was the season that really got me into the show, and now I'm on season 17. Once I'm done rewatching everything, I might even rewatch All Stars, This last season was not All Stars, but we'll let them believe it was. Because all the All Stars got evicted like before jury, except for Ian. Anyway, so once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go back to Big Brother 1, which I've never seen, Big Brother 2, which I've never seen, Big Brother 3, which I saw, and then Big Brother 4, which I never saw. And so that'll be fun to rewatch those really old ones after watching the newer ones. I started during All Stars because I was really freaking bored, because it just, watching All Stars just made me miss old Big Brother, because I don't like modern Big Brother. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I am going to bed. I am very tired. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any questions about my animals, just so that I can kind of have some interesting content going forward with the new branding of this channel. Let me know if you have any questions about my animals, or any questions about my past animals, or any possible future animals, which I don't have any space for right now, but I do have dreams of having future animals if I ever get out of this basically studio apartment. So good night, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Can I help you? What are you staring at me for, weirdo? Yes? Do you love your mama? Do you love your mama? I hope you love your mama. Your mama loves you. Yes, she does.